Hi everybody, Paul Cameron here from speedupmyjobsearch.com with some job search tactics and motivation for today. So what if you're asked about a skill that you don't have, right? With the list of required skills getting longer and longer these days, employers are bound to ask you about something that you've never heard of. But that doesn't mean you can't do the job. And today, I'm going to show you how you can show them that you're still the person they need to hire. Now, if this video is helpful for you, I would invite you to please click that like button so more people in your network can find it. And I really appreciate your help with that. So if they ask you, how do you set up a page parameter in XYZ technology, and you've never heard of XYZ technology, the way that most people respond in those situations is by giving them some version of, I'm not familiar with that particular technology, but I'm a very quick learner, or I would love to learn it. Right? And please let me qualify my statement when I say most people. As a headhunter, I have been prepping multiple people every week for interviews since 1998. So I have literally asked thousands of people what they would say in those situations. And I can tell you from my experience that a vast majority, probably more than 85% in my estimation, would give me some kind of a "but I can learn" type of an answer. Which is fine, because that's what most people are saying, but my goal here is to make you a better interviewer than most people. So there's ways that you can answer this question and other questions like this, like what's your greatest weakness, or where do you see yourself 5 years from now type questions that will set you apart from the other candidates in a huge way. And I'll tell you, these quick videos here on my YouTube channel barely scratch the surface of the level of detail I get into in my courses in speedupmyjobsearch.com. So if you're looking for a job, please check that out because it will definitely help you. But back to this question. So the problem with leaving your answer at "but I'm a quick learner" is that you're leaving it up to the interviewer to have to take your word for it. Maybe you are a quick learner, but then again, you know what? Maybe you're not. And considering this is an interview, you're probably feeding me full of what I want to hear right now. So nothing's really gained by that. So instead, give them a step or two of how you would learn that skill. So now it's, I'm not familiar with that particular skill, but here's what I would do if I was faced with that on the job. And now, if you have any kind of a competitive advantage, you've created an opportunity for yourself to play that card. Right? What I mean is, if you're a member of a professional association, or you still have the manuals from that certification that you got, or you have a subscription to some learning website for your industry, now you can say, the first place I would go is to the XYZ.com website because I have a current subscription. Plus I'm a member of the XYZ Association, and those guys can usually give me quick answers to questions like this. Those are things that your competition can't say, or if they can, they probably won't say it. So this sets you apart from the other people, right? And while you're just saying that you have access to those things, what the hiring manager hears is that if he hires you, he will have access to those things through you. And to him, that is a distinct advantage to hiring you instead of anyone else. The only word of caution here is that, if you don't have an association to go to or the manuals from a certification, and your method of learning is that you would just Google it, that's fine. But I would recommend that you don't use the word Google, right? Say you run a search on the internet looking for, whatever, white pages or tutorials or whatever you would actually look for to learn that thing, right? And I know running a search on the internet and Googling it mean the same thing, but, a high school kid would say they'd Google it, right? And your goal here is to create the perception of senior professional. Right? The most important part here of this whole answer and concept is that you are showing them how you learn quickly instead of just telling them. Right? And there's a huge difference between telling and showing. Plus, if the hiring manager forgets to ask you something, he hangs up the phone, he's like, "Oh, I forgot to ask if she's ever used, whatever." Well, now it doesn't matter, because even if you don't have it, they know how you would learn it. Right? So you're answering questions that they're not even asking. Give this a try. It will help you. Again, I'm Paul Cameron. I'm from speedupmyjobsearch.com. Please subscribe to our free YouTube channel here to see all of our videos as they come out, or go to drivestaff.com/motivate and sign up to have these videos emailed to you regularly. And remember, if you show them how you learn instead of just telling them that you can, you're going to get better responses. You can do this. Now, it's time to get to work.